need to take this off. It's dried out. Didn't realise how long I'd had it on. I never check like the time. I just like leave it on for ages. But I've packed so my stuff, so I'll show you. I've got my clothes for tomorrow. I've decided, I checked the weather and it said that it was going to be pretty good, so I'm just gonna take like leggings and a top and then my hoodie, and then I've got my shoes out, but I'll probably wear my Crocs for most of it, and then I've just put in a tote bag like a spare outfit just in case like things get dirty and I want to like change before like I sit in the car or like whatever. Sorry, my face was so close. And then I've just packed up my little backpack, and I've just put in there like my ID, my water bottle, some wipes, hand sanitizer, protein bar, my knee things just in case. Put in like a power, actually I should probably check, is the power pack even charged? Button to check. 3. Okay, that's okay. Enough for my phone. Like hand sanitizer, contact lens, some money basically, and then I just attached my little Laneige on the side like this because I've been having super dry lips recently. This isn't too heavy, but all I'm going to put in there is my food. So I prepped my food because this is our problem, we weren't eating properly, so I've like tracked it already as well to see like if what I'm bringing is like enough. So I'm bringing like a bagel, some grapes, some halloumi, some like little stuff like that, and some like I got some snacks as well just in case. But yeah, that's basically it. That's all we're doing. So now I'm ready. I'm waking up pretty early tomorrow morning. I think I'm gonna wake up at like 6:30. That will give me enough time to just like change, like brush my teeth, wash my face, do my skincare, like change, grab all my stuff and head out the door, and then I should be able to make it to my aunt's house, I think, in like 30 to 40 minutes. And I said that I would get to my cousin's house between 7 and 7:30, so I'm aiming to be there like at like 7:15. So 7:15, I'm doing like backwards calculation, 7:15, 6:45, and then like 15 to 20 minutes to get ready. So maybe I'll like set my alarm for like 6:15, and then yeah, so I'm gonna try and get some sleep. How I said, we're going to Scafell Pike, but it's gonna take like 4 hours to drive there, and then the actual route takes like 4 to 5 hours, 6 hours, I don't know. So we'll see. So I'm gonna make sure that everything's charged. I charge my watch, I'm charging my phone, we'll charge my camera. I'm not sure what I'm gonna record because with these things I usually can't talk because I'm like breathing so loudly, I'm like breathing so much. So yeah, we'll see. But I think I have everything. Fingers crossed I have everything. I was like, do I take my book? But like me and my cousin are going to be chatting the whole time. But what I do want to do is kind of finish my book. So maybe that's what I'll do now. It's currently 8:30. So really I need to be asleep by 10. So probably won't be able to finish both of my books. But I mean, look how close to the end. Can you even see? Look how close to the end I am. So I potentially could. I think I should make some headway at the bare minimum. And yeah, I don't know if I'm driving tomorrow or she's driving tomorrow. We'll see. Do you see the sunset? I don't know if you can see. Can you see? My window's dirty. Ew, I shouldn't have shown you that. My window's dirty because I have my shade down. I never see it. Let me flip it so that you don't have to see the dirty window. Oh, see? Oh, so cute. Anyway, zoom out my face. Yeah. Okay, bye. Let's talkie. What the hell did I just read? What the hell did I just read? The last like 4 or 5 chapters. Excuse me. Like, What the hell? I swear to God, plot twist after plot twist after plot twist. She loves to just, you know, like, I was like, huh? I don't want to say anything spoilery, so. What? What? I'm ready to go now. Lads, I'm tired and there was diversions. Oh, I don't know what to do. That was craziness. That was the craziness. We've been driving for a while, but we're just taking a quick break. I'm having a like a voice. Don't really like it, but it's okay. Somebody also explained the car charging to me because I've had to put my car on charge already. We're like 2 hours into the journey. You know what? As if we've sat in the car for 4 hours, but this is the view that we receive. And I'm sorry, that lake. How cute was the lake? Wow. However, now I do need a wee. Does it cut through or something? We're ready. Oh, Lingen now. Oh, is this gonna be good?
It's going to be hard.
Is this harder than that one? Do you remember from your research?
No. I fear it may be long.
Oh, like how long?
I mean, I definitely think this is the 5 hour one was one of the longer ones as well. But
Because if not, do we skedaddle that way now?
but that's also 5. You're going to think it's 5 hours there and back.
True.
Once we get to the top, there's nothing to stop us from going back.
True.
We've got to come back here anyway.
Well, let's see. We'll see how it goes. Wish us luck. We are. Oh God, I didn't even realise. I'm stepping in their poo. What's in your sandwich? Lovely. Protein. Guys, I'm dying. I'm actually... Oh my God, I look like a shambles. I'm dying. I don't even feel like eating.
I know I need to keep my energy up, otherwise I'll flag in a bit.
I'm having coffee and grapes. Where's my coffee? It's surprisingly still trendy. I don't know how we're gonna record our record our podcast and walk at the same time because my heart rate is like 182, 185.
I reckon we should do it on the way down.
Yeah, but I don't know because down is very technical.
But it's gonna be funny.
Because I'll fall.
Take us back to.
Oh, because you'll just hear the rock skidding.
You'll just hear us go, oh
Oh.
shit.
I'm glad we made it to this flipping rock over here, right? Been looking at it since down there. You know what? That's not even that far away. Like if I was looking at, I'd be like, oh yeah, I can do that without stopping. I stopped 3 times.
It's not a long trip. It's the difficulty.
Yeah. Because our bowl of pani cola, did you smell all the people vaping down there? All I could smell was the vapes. I was about to be like, did you guys not see the research that came out that proved that there's a proven link between vaping and a lung disease? I haven't read the article yet though, so I can't actually I can't vouch for that. Listen, I'm not her mom, so I fear that's not. I feel she'll just look at me and go, shut up. So yeah, I'm gonna eat some grapes now. Goodbye. Also, I'm getting married in May. Don't know to who. But the decision was made that it was going to be May.
Yeah.
Even though it rains a lot in May. I don't mind if it rains. I feel like I wouldn't care if it rained.
Usually April showers, May's not too bad.
I saw this beautiful TikTok of this couple that got married in a library. It was a beautiful library though.
Where?
It was somewhere in America, in the Midwest, somewhere like Texas, Austin, Texas, or somewhere like that. And it was oh my God, it was so pretty. Yeah.
Why do they camping? There's nowhere to camp up here.
Maybe they've got nowhere to put it. Maybe they camped down there, or are going to camp and they don't have anywhere to put it.
There's a literal campsite though. Do you not just leave your shit on? You leave the tent.
I don't know. Maybe. Unless they come one way and go the other way.
Maybe.
So they're not going back to where they start or something like that. Anyway, I'm gonna eat. I keep saying I'm gonna eat my grapes. I'm gonna eat my grapes. I feel like my ankle is burning.
Huh?
Like my ankle, like as in the skin, not hurting. Fingers crossed, it's not hurting. No. I'm determined to make it. If I was going to stop, I was going to stop at the flipping river crossing because I heard Philippa say that Michelle and Paul have gone on, but Philippa and Eugene were going to stay there by the river and wait for them.
Oh, was that?
Yeah. I'm glad you were listening. There was another couple that were having a moral debate as we were walking. I don't know what it was about, but she was wearing a pink top, and the lady goes, "I understand what you're saying, but," and then we walked.
I did hear that too.
I'm glad we're both tuning into the same thing. Yeah, we said we could let on a bit. Oh, I'm gonna need to borrow some of her bunny. Look how much bunny she's got. I should have filled up my bottle more because I drank half of it in the car.
My thing with that though is
I was going to find a Cornish pub.
Am I going to pee in a while?
I feel like we're using so like we're sweating so much that we won't need to wee.
Doesn't matter. My bladder will do that thing where it like wants to phantom wee, and that feeling's really uncomfortable. And because I'm on my period as well, that like
Yeah, that's
pressure's
not
stuck
gonna
there.
work. Yeah, that makes it uncomfortable. Pieces.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of mother.
With all the Okay. Hello everyone. We've had a lot of fungi today.
We're eating our bag.
Just about. Thought we weren't gonna get it for a second. Got my fat Coke here, thank you. I've drank water from a waterfall. I might have some kind of illness tomorrow, we don't know. I mean, it should be fine. I UV'd it. I knew I bought this water bottle for a reason. Everyone kept going to me, why would you even need that in England? When you go to Scafell, Pike and you don't take enough water, that's when you need it.
Yeah, we've had a day and a half way off.
I can't even sit straight, I'm like.
Yeah, I might start like this. I feel really
Like all good pieced together because of your bag, right? That's why mine was. My shoulders are aching from my bag. Oh god, he hasn't got a phone key. Or he's not using his phone key. Whichever. Shall I open the window with it? Because that mascarpone smell was really getting to me. After you mentioned it, it's all I could smell, and it got worse because we left them in the car.
I could start to smell it as we were driving just now.
Disgusting. It was making my head hurt. And now, yeah, we're in Scotland. Welcome to Scotland, everyone. We're in the opposite direction of our house.
So clever because we've got food.
Yeah. And energy for the car because we were far there for a second. What were we on? 4 miles? Did it say 4? We were at 4 miles. It's always when Happy's in the car, me and Happy together.
Chaos.
Because that's never happened before. I mean, to be fair, I don't really go places by myself, but I went to Scotland many a time, and that's never happened. But it's because we go out into the wilderness.
I was like, we were in the middle of nowhere.
I hurt my hands, look. I fell over like 6 times.
No,
Happy didn't fall over, what a balance queen. Somebody get her in the Olympics.
At one point it felt like I was, you know, on sitting Ninja Warrior in that first obstacle and they have to like bounce between the things. At one point I felt like that.
It did a number on my knees though. Going up was hard, but coming down was scary for me.
I agree. Going up was hard on my chest. Coming down was hard on my legs.
Yeah.
Well, not my legs, my knees specifically.
I need some cardio. I might need to push Snowdon until after we come back.
You reckon?
Because do you think we can do it on the 7th? You can do it on the 7th.
We've done the hardest one. Snowdon's just longer.
Okay, so maybe we just try it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Scafell's the hardest.
Okay. Well, yeah, you were saying. Maybe we just do it. Plus, we're not doing this particular we left the house at 7:30 this morning. I fully thought this time we'd be back at your house.
You left even earlier.
Yeah, I left at like 6:30 or just after 6:30.
It's now currently 9 p.m.
And we're in Scotland, not England, where we live.
and we still got to drive home.
3 hours or something.
Which I don't think is right, because I think the last time we drove to Gretna it did not take us 3 hours.
Are you sure? Because it is halfway between England and like Edinburgh, between like our houses in Edinburgh.
I'm quite sure it didn't take 3 hours.
I think I'm eating too fast. I'm feeling sick. I've never wanted a Coke
So bad.
as much as I wanted it today. Why is it inside of my mouth hurting? Did I drink this too fast? Is that what it is?
Maybe. But Burger King employees, I hope they get to leave now. Oh, there's a couple of them walking off. It's 9:05.
And they were basically done. They were like cleaned up and stuff.
Yeah, they just had to clean up the little bit Clara from us.
I just zoned out for like 30 seconds. It was when we were walking back down and you were like, when did we walk up this? Oh, I blacked out, I don't know. Sometime about 4 hours ago we walked up this.
Thing is as well, I don't even think I blacked out. I think I was so focused on putting one foot in front of the other that I was looking down for quite a bit of the journey.
Yeah. That's true. I think we're so funny. Somebody else told me that they thought I was funny though, a third party, so I feel like now it's true.
Validated.
So, yeah. I'm gonna look at the roof of my mouth. Sorry, this is a bit weird. Why does it feel so tender?
Maybe because you were mouth breathing.
Oh my god. I was mouth breathing so much, and I'm not a regular mouth breather to my knowledge.
I am.
I think you're correct. Yeah, I don't think I do because I don't often wake up with dry mouth. It was such a horrible sensation, and the taste in my mouth today was horrible.
Oh,
So horrible.
right.
Dust went in my mouth. Makia probably went in my mouth. Not that I remember that happening, but maybe it did. I don't know. Protein, I guess.
I don't think they're adding much to your protein content.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe not one. I think you'd have to eat quite a lot. Oh. I'm gonna just take a nap. Or like get my body stretched out. I like Violet from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The sun still hasn't set, which is nice. Because I was like thinking that the sun was gonna set when we were still driving through basically people's back gardens.
The other thing I love about hiking,
Oh,
don't love much. The other thing I love about hiking is that people are so friendly when you're walking.
yeah. That's true. I spoke to so many people today. A buddy offered me a stick. Remember those two buddies that had the sticks as we were walking down? Like they were with like
The
near
two
me the whole
short,
time.
like
Yeah.
Asian-y looking girls, yeah.
They were like, "Oh, do you want one stick?" And I was like, "It's okay, I'm alright." I was like, "I've already fallen, it's fine." Well, I think one of them had fallen as well, though. That's why they were taking it slowly. And I think she fell on the rocks, not on the little pebbles. Because I fell where it was dusty and rock, like little pebbles, but she fell on the big rocks.
Hope she's doing okay.
Otherwise, she's gonna have a bruised butt as well, like me. I'm gonna have to inspect my bum.
I just caught on to what you said.
I feel really sorry for my hands. I mean, to be honest, it's not much different. I had dry hands anyway, so it just looks like an extension of that.
God, I was starving.
I feel like I wasn't even that hungry. I was just really thirsty still.
I was hungry.
2 now. I needed a wee, but I didn't need it that much. Like it wasn't, you don't really need to know, but it wasn't a dehydrated wee. It was like I used all of the water that I needed. I don't know. Can't explain it. Those people here having a scrap about who gets to sit on that light. Why can't they share?
Yeah.
Oh, he's just got a different one. He's gone to a different one. He's gone to sanitary.
Fair.
A tree's better, to be fair, sis. Why do you need to sit on a light? We didn't get to do our podcast. I was too tired anyway.
Oh, no, it's okay. We don't need it. All you would have heard was
And me
the
falling.
entire time. Shit.
The rocks.
Shit.
At one point, I could not see you.
I
Because of the way it
always,
was like doing
I
that.
always kept my eye on you.
Mom, thanks, Mom.
I was like, I'm only going to walk ahead as much as I can still like see you properly.
That buddy was saying though, the one that called the man to rescue people, that they'd said to her that they'd had to rescue 3 people today.
I heard that, yeah.
And I was like, you might need to rescue me. No, I was determined. I was determined to make it up, and I was determined to come back down. Although I was scared when I coming down, I was like, I just want to be in my car now. I want to be at home now.
Hallelujah. Oh my god, please tell me, have you seen that video of those 2 little girls? This family are in like a shoe store, and these 2 little girls are trying on like little heels, and like I think the mom's caption is something like, "I'm never taking these kids to a store where there's church heels around."
Okay, what are church heels?
I don't know. They must just be like kid appropriate shoes for church, I don't know. But the pair of them, they're quite young. I like, one of them's clip-clopping her feet about the store, like literally around the store. The little one, she must only be like a toddler, like baby, is walking around in her shoes and is like singing hallelujah really loudly.
Oh.
I gotta find it and show you because it's hilarious.
Yeah, we're on a different side of TikTok. Happy didn't know what Italian brain rot was. I had to show her. What's wrong?
What does that bit mean? 'Cause I don't know what that means. 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 'Cause I don't know what that
Which one?
Both of them.
So
The
this
bottom
is how
ones.
many we have added. So we've added 221 miles since
Right.
we've come. And this is the charging thing. So in an hour, it would charge around 250 miles. I don't know how that math is mathing, because in 25 minutes it's already charged to but I think when it reaches a certain point it slows down, because like now it's like basically almost 100, it's like 100 miles off being fully charged. It's like, oh, we don't need to charge fast now, whereas the first 50% needs to charge fast. So I think it slows all the way down now. So the last 35 minutes are going to charge like 100 miles, so it's much lower. You can see it's going down now as well. The Holly, the rate's going down. But like at home, because I might just plug it into the wall because I haven't been bothered to buy a charger. It's been flipping 3 years. It charges at like max 10 miles per hour, but usually standard like 5 to 6 miles per hour. So it's a very slow charge. Like at home, it will take like, if it's at like 4%, it will take like 2 days to charge.
How often do you charge it out? Versus
Oh, barely ever. I only charge it out if for these kind of things, like if we've gone somewhere, like if we're going to London, if we're going to Scotland, if we're going somewhere. Otherwise I always like day to day I just charge out.
Yeah.
I just charge at home. Where's that body go?
Should
We be suspicious. Oh. Should we be suspicious? We saw a beautiful lake. We're gonna do paddleboard
Yeah.
soon. I'd be positively terrible at paddleboard, but
Yeah, my centre of balance, like centre of gravity is really off.
yours is way better than mine though. I saw you balancing on those rocks with your arms out like a plane.
But
Uh.
on the ground, the floor's static. On a paddleboard, the water moves.
That's true. Why is that body just falling? Oh, the body from that car's Agora. Or is that his car over there?
He's just come for a wander.
That's a bit nosy. That's a little bit nosy. Why is he looking at us? I smiled at him on the way back and you smiled at me.
Eat my food, that's awkward.
Just like the flipping cameraman at weddings.
Oh my god, yeah.
We talked for the whole flipping 4 hours that we drove. We didn't talk as much on the hike, but that's
We
because
still-
I couldn't breathe.
We still had a fair amount of conversation there. We
The
barely
way
talked
up we
I said,
did.
but we barely talked on the way back.
Nah, on the way back I was too scared I was gonna die. I was like, this girl's gone. I felt like crying at one point. I just wanted to be at the bottom.
When?
We were quite close to the end. It was just before the rocks, the crossover.
The river.
And I was like, I just want to be at the end now because I'm sick of falling over. And then I fell over 2 more times in the same spot. I fell, I got up, fell in the same flipping spot. I realised my leggings are so dusty. In their Burger King, they're probably thinking, what a dusty girl.
Or they're just thinking, they're probably just.
Yeah. Anything else exciting happen?
Not exciting, but you know that group of girls?
Mm-hmm.
And they left that one Bajali to walk back by herself. She was behind us. That
Oh,
group
I
of
didn't
4
know that they
girls.
left her.
That group of 4 girls.
Yeah, and the 3 of them were walking down.
Yeah. They didn't leave her, but you know, they were very, very far ahead at
Yeah.
all times.
Oh,
Like, she could have fallen and shit, and if there was
I
no
know
signal,
that.
they wouldn't have even known.
yeah.
I did think that was a bit irresponsible, because she
Yeah.
did look like she was struggling as well.
Yeah. I didn't realise that they'd... The amount of people that were going up when we were coming down, I was quite surprised. Like, for the first half, I was like, oh, fair enough, you're halfway there anyway. But people were still going, like, from the car park up to the thing. They could be going anywhere, but... Some people that were walking up, like when we were near the river crossing and stuff, were 100% going all the way up because the man was asking like someone like, oh, how far?
And that group of Buddha, the girl I was talking to.
Yeah.
She's
She's going up. That's crazy. We thought we were late. And I was like, because we started walking up at midday, I was like, oh.
To be fair, we had a good crowd of people walking up with us.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they were really nice. Everyone was nice.
There were some funny conversations happening. But yeah, the thing I was going to say was, you know when we were first coming down from the summit? Did you not notice that girl was behind you?
Yeah, she was.
And all of her friends were well in front of me.
I didn't notice that they were well in front.
They were well in front of me, and I was quite far in front of you at one point.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah. Especially near that summit bit as well, where the building was not safe.
Yeah. That's not good. They shouldn't have done that. Terrible.
And that group of people that were doing all 7 peaks.
Congratulations to them. Yeah, they literally went to and that was going to be their last one. That was the 7th one. Cause not the one we were on, the next one. Because I heard the bully going to her mom. What a great little thing. Though the amount of like Muslim boys, like little like the like Somalis and all of that were together. And at one point, you know, when I was walking on the grass, I think it might have been the guy that told me like always walking on the grass is easier. He'd sat down on a rock and this man was walking up still. We were like probably almost halfway down. And he was still walking up. And then he was like, the boy that had told me like, oh, walk on the grass, he was like, oh, are you alone? And then the man goes, oh no, my friends, they've gone up ahead. And then the boy goes, yeah, I remember. And he goes, they were at the top. So his friends must have already been at the top when we were at the top. Because those Somalian boys were at the top when we were too. They were sitting on the edge. And then he was trying to say like to the man, because the man was still holly going up. He was like, brother, I'll be serious. I'll be honest. They're still you're only halfway here.
Yeah.
Because the man was obviously trying to get up to the top. So I don't know what.
But also, I'm not being funny. How are you leaving one person?
No.
At least leave 2.
And there's a difference between leaving and the person's not moving, as in is not coming up, and the person's coming but just slowly. There's a difference. Yeah, I was like, whoa.
There seemed to be a lot of wholesome boys groups out, which I thought was so funny.
Which we really appreciated when we were in Japan and stuff. Remember? So now we know where the wholesome boys groups are.
Out hiking.
Yeah.
They looked like they were all having a while of a time.
Yeah, they were quite funny. Oh, when I dropped that rock on that group's back. The thing is, I didn't even drop it. I just walked past and the rock happened to fall. Because I didn't touch the rock, so I'm a bit confused. And then I just went, oh, sorry, is that your bag? It was just like water drinks bottle, like squash and like the 2-litre bottle. That's what I'm taking next time.
They took it very well. So
yeah, they were
all
alright.
of it they could.
The amount of people with alcohol on this flipping mountain. I saw Ashi. I saw, is that what it's called? Ashi, that Japanese one. Ashi. Asahi.
The beer?
Yeah. I was like,
what are we talking about?
Heineken. I don't know. I don't drink alcohol. I've just seen that. Yeah. Somebody said they had a shot of whiskey in their bag.
10 shots. I saw him pull it out.
10?
Yeah, it was like little mini shots.
For his friends?
Must be for the
not just
not just for him. No.
We had jelly beans. They were very delicious.
Yeah, low-key the alcohol would be a good idea if I knew that I didn't have to go back down. The thought of going back down with alcohol in my system does not feel safe. I hope they all made it down okay. Whatever route they were going.
I've drank that Coke so quickly. What is this beeping noise? Do you hear it?
Alright, those are yours now. Yeah.
Barge. We'll leave them for Gris and Kieran. I can't even eat this. Have you ever known me not to finish my food?
We need to eat. We expended a lot of energy today.
Oh, we didn't check. Should we check?
Oh my God, yeah.
I didn't have my heart rate monitoring, but we're gonna get. My phone's already gone into sleep mode. It's like, why are you not in bed?
Putting more in Scotland.
Okay, guess how many steps I've done. So you'll probably have done a few more than I have.
More than 20.
A little bit more. Not that much. You're basically close.
21?
Basically. We've done 20, I've done 20,969. So you've probably done like 23?
Look on my phone. Check my
Oh,
phone
yeah.
says. Won't be fully accurate, but might have picked up some stuff.
Distance wise, I've done 16.46, 209 flights of stairs.
209's crazy.
How long would that be on the stepper?
I don't know, but we were literally just, it felt like we were on the stepper for like 3 hours.
Well, I think that's how long it would be, because if you do 60 steps per minute on the stepper, I don't know what Marcel's about to do there. I'm just going to stop. I'm not the accountant. This is not my business. We'll ask Kieran.
What was your total burnt calories?
Oh, I didn't look.
Because I know we were talking about that earlier.
2,162.
Mine was 2,031.
So we're allowed to eat this.
Distance while active, 16.09 kilometres. Mine's tracked 22,616.
I knew you would have done more than me because your steps are smaller. Oh.
Do you want me to drive? We'll start driving while you carry on eating.
If we want, we'll just go out on motorway anyway.
Yeah, I'll drive for a bit.
Oh, I'm not really eating, but I eat.
You can have a break there.